All right, Shalom, Shalom, Yasharala, it's your brother Yaradon with the Sutter Return located here in Chicago. And I want to start off by giving all praises to the Most High, called Halal Yim Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone. Shalom to the Akim, scattered throughout the four corners, preaching His word in truth and sincerity, with discretion and discernment. And last but not least, shalom to the Akim, to the Aqua, and to the children, man, that might be tuning in too. All right, so, yeah, man, I'm coming back at you with another lesson entitled Look Up for Your Redemption, Draw Nigh. All right, the Most High put the spirit on me to do this lesson because I was watching this movie on Tubi. All right, the Tubi movie app. It was a movie called, a documentary called Close Encounters of the Fourth Kind. And you know, I think it was a rather good documentary. Yeah, of course it was Edomites talking about the chariot, so of course it was bugged the hell out, a little bit. But for the most part, it was right on par with the scriptures. You know what I'm saying? The chariots, so-called UFOs. The documentary was going into how they focused on the Earth's military bases and the fuels and bombs and what's the word? Interfering in wars and satellites, man. They even had some footage of, I believe it was an American laser. They tried to shoot a laser or some type of shot into outer space from a satellite or something like that. And, because they had the chariot flying in a diagonal path, and they was trying to calculate, the timing so they could shoot the laser at the chariot on time, but the chariot just busted left and got up out of there on the laser beam, man. So they was just going into it about how the chariots is sightings is happening more and more, and they becoming more frequent and things like that. But I'm gonna go into some of these articles. I got a few articles, and I'm gonna go into some scriptures. So let me read this, man. This is from the Guardian. All right, that's the name of the American Space Force, the U.S. Space Force, the Guardian. It says something's coming. Is America finally ready to take UFOs seriously? UFO watchers say 2022 could prove a bumpy year as clamor for details grows in the wake of a highly anticipated report. So if y'all remember, back in 2021, the Pentagon released a UFO report with 144 um, classified incidents that they declassified and gave to the public. But they say they only know what 143 of them was. One of them was a weather balloon or something like that, and the other 143 they was unexplained aerial phenomena or UAPs is the new terminology that they using for UFOs. Which the Bible calls them the chariots, man, the vehicles of the Most High, the vehicles of the angels, man. All right, the vehicles of the celestial being from the fourth dimension, the spiritual realm, man. All right. So it says, I ain't gonna read all this because I read it already, and it's a lot. It go on forever. Y'all could y'all see the link, the page. You could type it in and pull it up, man, and read the rest. But I'm gonna read it. It say last year was a breakthrough time for UFOs, as a landmark government report prompted the possibility of extraterrestrial visitors to finally be taken seriously by everyone from senators to a former president. Yeah, man, what's that nigga name? Barry Hussein Obama, to a former president to the Pentagon. But 2022 could be even more profound, experts say, as the clamor for UFO disclosure and discovery continues to grow. And as new scientific projects bring us closer than ever to potentially discovering non-Earth life. All right, it says, I've seen the saucers. Obama weighs in as U.S. interest in UFOs rises. Yeah, so Obama say he's seen the saucers. So he could have been meaning that he see the chariots just like, we see the chariots from a distance. I don't know of any brothers, or I haven't heard of any brothers or sisters seeing any chariots like up close and personal, like in their glory. But we see them from far back from a distance a lot. I know I've seen them personally and captured them on video on my page, Shut a Return, and stuff like that. But then again, you got to remember who we dealing with here. We dealing with the elites, which is the adversary. The so-called white man, the elite banking families are the adversary to the Most High. They have the spiritual demon Satan working through them. So they spend trillions and trillions and zillions, sextillions of dollars to make propagandas and movies and fake news about the chariots, and then they could have put trillions into um, whatever modern technology that they have to make it as close to the true chariots as they could get. So Obama probably did go down to underground in Nevada Area 51 and see a so-called Salsa UFO, because it's probably some fake fluky they built. They probably got left fake alien they made. You know what I'm saying? Reptilians, some shit they made, or splice something up. And telling, I don't put nothing past these Edomites, man, because as I read these scriptures, you're gonna see these niggas is working directly with Satan. Just like Yahweh Shah is on the right hand of the Most High and he working with the Most High, these Edomites is working directly with Satan, man. All right, but let me finish reading. It say, in June, the Pentagon released a highly anticipated report on unexplained aerial phenomenon (UAP), the now preferred non-mat. What it say? Nomenclature by some, and the extra nomenclature means when they take, when like a group of people come and you give a new name for something, like it used to be called UFOs, but now they call it UAPs. So nomenclature is when they change the name or something. But it say by some in the extraterrestrial community, which found more than 140 instances of UAPs that could not be explained. Yeah, like I just said, it was 144 instances, and they could only explain one of them. All right, it say the leak report came. The leak report came. It say the report came after leaked military footage documented seemingly otherworldly happenings in the sky, and after testimony from Navy pilots helped to somewhat destigmatize a subject that has long been defined by conspiracy theories and dubious sightings. All in all, the newly sincere approach to UFOs has longtime skywatchers excited. I'm confident that 2022 is going to be a seismic year for UFOs, said Nick Pope, who spent the early 1990s investigating UFOs for the British Ministry of Defense. In Congress, we're a bipartisan group of senators. It says we're a bipartisan group of senators has been pushing for years for the government to release more information on UFOs, and from the U.S. Defense Department and intelligence community, Post said he senses a genuine desire to grip the issue. I think we'll see congressional hearings on UFOs, Post said. I also think we'll see the release of more U.S. military photos and videos of UFOs and associated documents. Some of this may come via whistleblowers, but much of it may be released by the government itself, either proactively or in response to requests under the Freedom of Information Act. All right. Yeah, so I ain't gonna read no more because it's gonna go on and on and on. You know what I'm saying? 144. It's gonna go on and on and on. So I just want to touch on that and read that, man, because what it say? Yeah, man. It's so much activity with the chariots showing themselves so much in these last days that you know the government is going to have to come out and say something about it, because first and foremost, the United States government is ran by these elite banking families. So the elite banking families is in cahoots with the powers that be that's on the news. Like these niggas be drinking adrenochrome and sacrificing. You know, ain't no telling what they doing in them caves and in the woods. These Edomites. All right. So um, they're going to be releasing, you know, false news, fake news. They already got the, you know, Project Bluebeam and whatnot, and this technology to make it look like chariots is in the sky. So yeah, man, 2022, you know, it's gonna be a crazy year. The Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua is turning up. He's turning up the chariot signs, and Esau is sweating. He in the hot seat. I just made that video a day or two ago. Yesterday, I made a video called Esau E in the hot seat. You know, but let me start right here in Luke, man. Luke chapter 21. Um, where I'm gonna start at? Luke chapter 21 and verse 24. And they shall fall by the edge of the sword. Salakia. Um, little background on the context of this chapter and these scriptures is the disciples was asking Yahweh Shai, when is the signs of the times going to be? You know, or the end that's coming. They was asking the Hamashiach, the Christ. They was asking Hamashiach, when is the signs of the end going to be? You know, and he was going into it. So I'm gonna just jump down to verse 24 right here. It says, and they shall fall by the edge of the sword, and shall be led away captive into all nations. And Jerusalem shall be trodden down, and Jerusalem shall be trodden down of the Gentiles until the times of the Gentiles be fulfilled. Yeah, so it was going into 70 AD when General Vespasian and Titus came under I believe it was Nero, sent them to siege Jerusalem and capture the city, you know, and starve the people out. And Yahweh Shah was prophesying and warning the people about that right here. And, you know, what's that, verse 22, 23, 24. And then verse 25 says, and there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and in the stars. Yeah, that's what we seeing right now. All right, that's what we seeing right now. Signs in the sun and the moon and in the stars, man. You know, they got the solar flares cranking up, all right, on the sun. And then you got chariot sightings on the moon. You got that camera, the Nikon Pro 1000 that can zoom in. And you got different people on YouTube and on the internet. The footage is circulating. Is chariot activity going on the moon, man, and in the stars, man. Signs in the heaven, man. You know, and there's other signs in the sun and the moon and the stars, but this just, you know, what I'm talking about right now, and this is a fact because it's happening. The chariot. All right. It say, and upon the earth the stress of nations with perplexity. Yeah, the nations don't know what to do, man. And that's pertaining to the signs of the times, man. The climactic um events going on earth with global warming and earthquakes in diverse places and nations rising against nations and wars and rumors of wars and and now the fear of so-called aliens, man. That's a big thing that's going on right now. Because the people are seeing the videos and that's all you hearing them. They cussing and saying, oh shit, what the fuck? They don't know what's going on. You know, excuse my French, but these people don't know what's going on. They have no idea, man, what's coming to them. You know, these so-called, either so-called white people, they want to hunt the UFOs and they to pray. They don't even know they to pray. But it say, yeah, man, for the powers of the heavens, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Yeah, man, and that's going into these elite banking families. They scary. They scared of what's going on right now with the you know, the scriptures say the devil knoweth that he had but a short time. So he's seeing these elite banking families is seeing what's going on and their hearts is failing them for fear, looking after these things what's coming on the earth. All right. Verse 27 say, And then shall they see the Son of Man, Yahweh Shai, coming in a cloud with great power and great glory. Yeah, he's coming on a chariot, man. All right? Because the chariots, or what the world ignorantly calls UFOs or UAPs, in the Bible are known as clouds and whirlwinds and chariots. All right? And then say, and then they shall see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with great power and great glory. Yeah, because the scriptures in Revelation tell you that Yahweh Shai coming back on a white horse. All right? And that white horse, white symbolizes pure, and a horse symbolizes power. So Yahweh Shai coming back with pure power. All right, they say, and then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. Verse 28 say, and when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh. Why are we looking up for our redemption? Because the Most High is going to beam us up into those chariots, man. All right? A tractor beam is going to beam us up into those chariots. A beam of light. Okay? Because that's how Yahweh Shai was taken up in the book of Acts. The same way Yahweh Shai left, that's the same way he coming back. And you can read about that throughout the scriptures. All right, so we wanna look up in these last days, and I do it every time, man. Almost every day, every night, I'm looking up, man, because I've always believed. When I was a shorty growing up in the Christian church, my sister and them used to sing this song, "Say I got angels watching over me." So now when I figured out and found out this truth, and now I be looking up and I be seeing like stars floating and gliding, and I be like, them ain't no stars. They could be satellites and drones, but no, we believe through faith that they are the chariots. And matter of fact, it's so many instances, it ain't even just little lights floating throughout the sky. You got big orbs. I saw a big red orb over like not directly over my house, but across the street from directly over my house. Me and my rib was getting out that car. And we saw that, and I'm like, look, and she looked and she saw it, and I said, let me pull my phone out and record it, and it dimmed away, it slowly dimmed away, got up out of there. So we believe through faith, what I'm saying, that these are the chariots that we see in our salvation. We believe that the angels is watching over us, man. All right, like I say, it's been an increase in UFO sightings. So I just hit it on a Google thing, and 2021 was outlandish for UFO sightings. But you got the Guardian say aliens in bedroom, UFO sightings on the rise in Northern Ireland. Yeah, them Edomites over there. All right. The year of the UFO continues. Pentagon launches program to investigate sightings. Yeah, 2021 was the year the year of the UFO. And Apostle Tahar coined this year the year to turn up. So hey, man, y'all better get with the program, man. The Most High, he turning up the sightings, and this is something we want to look into, man, because it's dealing with salvation. All right, it say, why are we all talking about UFOs right now? UFO reports surged during the pandemic. Yeah, man, because the cherry is making sure certain people catch that thing. You know what I'm saying? Because um, the Most High, creates evil and good. You know what I'm saying? He the one who sends pestilences and diseases throughout the earth. Okay, so it says UFO reports surged during the pandemic. So hey, the Most High, man, having the angels, they making sure they traveling, interdimensional, fourth dimensional beings traveling in and out. Death angels and whatnot, making sure people catching that move up the bam, so they could check out. All right, 2022 could be a turning point in the study of of UFOs. That's from last month, space.com. Something's coming. That's what I was reading. All right. What they say? New Pentagon office criticized its effort in control UFO investigation and transparency. This is urgent. British proposal for UFO. All right. So yeah, I just want to show y'all that, man. That um, this is what's going on, man, in the world right now, man. The cherry is messing with the Pentagon. I wonder why. Because if ain't nobody on the planet Earth care about the plight of the so-called Black, Hispanic, and Native American, you can bet your bottom dollar that it's a power somewhere besides these heathen nations who care about us, man. And if ain't nobody gonna defend us and stand up for us, the Most High, how about Shem have a shot? He got something for y'all ass, man. Straight up, excuse my French. All right. So this is the book of Luke, chapter 4, right in verse 6. I'm gonna read it at the King James version for y'all one time, and then I gotta get it at the AMP because where was I at, man? I was talking about the increase in sightings of the chariots. Esau know it's an increase in sightings, and he know the Most High turning up. All right, so he has to spend trillions of dollars on combating, the truth. He got to spend trillions of dollars on lies and on warfare because Esau's blessing is the sword. So he's so drunk off of bloodlust and thirst for power that he thinks that he's going to fight against the Most High. All right. That's why I say this nigga working directly with Satan himself. All right. So I'm going to read this, man. Luke chapter 4 and verse 5. And the devil, the spiritual demon Satan, taking him up into a high mountain, showed unto him all the kingdoms of the world in a moment of time. And yeah, because like I just said, interdimensional travel, man. These are celestial beings traveling interdimensionally through like wormholes or portals. So he showed him all the kingdoms of the world in like a moment in time. He showed him everything, the planet Earth, America, and all of these kingdoms throughout the time, from that time up until now, up until the end. The devil showed him the planet Earth and he say, verse 6, and the devil said unto him, all this power will I give thee, and the glory of them, for that is delivered unto me, and to whomsoever I will give it. All right. So basically, he said, the Most High gave me this power, power over the earth. And whoever I want to give it to, I can give it to. All right. So now we know what is. I'm gonna finish reading verse 7. Say, if thou therefore will worship me, all shall be thine. So he's telling Yahweh Shai that if you worship me, I give you this planet earth. And Yahweh, verse 8, and Yahweh Shai answered and said unto him, get thee behind me, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord Yahweh thy power, and him only shalt thou serve. So, Yahweh Shai is on the right hand side of the Most High, and Satan is on the left hand side of the Most High, and he came to tempt Yahweh Shai because he knew that he was in a flesh and human form, so he thought he had the ups on him. You know how you be finna shoot it out with somebody and they up the gun first and shoot you first? Yeah, like the devil thought he had the ups on Yahweh Shai because he was in human form, in the flesh. All right, but not so. So it say, and the devil said unto him, I will give him power. Yeah, let me get this at the amplified version, man. The AMP. All right, Luke chapter 4 and verse 6. And the devil said to him, I will give you all this realm in its glory, its power, its renown, because it has been handed over to me, and I will give it to whomever I wish. All right, because the Most High got a plan, right? The Most High got a plan, and he wrote the script. This is the Most High's movie in action, the planet Earth down here. Me reading, you listening, okay? Me making this video and you watching. this is a part of God's plan. So, he had to have Yahweh Shah to do things on the right hand side to do good, and he got the spiritual demon Satan on the left hand side to do things bad. So, um, in order for the Most High's plan to be fulfilled, which is Yahweh Shah ruling for eternity on this planet, he had to set the story in order and let Israel, learn their lesson by breaking that first covenant and falling underneath the so-called white man. So that's why Satan has the power to give this planet to whom he will, because we fell short. We are Yasharallah, which means in the Hebrew, which is Hebrew, it means he Prince Power. Israel, Yasharallah, which means he Prince Power. So, you got King David, he was killing lions and bears at a young age and killing tall Hamite African giants, with a rock. So we had a certain type of power in ancient times in antiquity, but we broke the covenant and we fell short and lost our splendor, our power, with the Most High. And he divorced us, man, and cast us off and scattered us into all nations underneath the so-called white man. All right, and that's why the devil talking about this power. So, which leads me to the book of Job, chapter 9 and verse 24. It says, "The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He cover up the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?" Okay, and from there we can jump to we can see who the wicked is in the book of Malachi, chapter 1 and verse 4. All right. Whereas Edom saith, "We are impoverished." Edom is the Edomites, the so-called white race. "We are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of armies." The Lord Yahweh of hosts, hosts mean armies, the armies of heaven, the chariots, the so-called UFOs. He's the Lord of the UFOs, the Lord of the armies of heaven, man. All right. Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts. And who wants to hear anything from the Lord of armies? If he coming to you, you got a letter from the Lord of armies. All right, you Edomites don't know what you in for, hunting them UFOs, man. It say, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord Yahweh hath indignation forever." So the Edomites are the wicked, all right? And like I just read in Job 9 and 24, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. So the earth is given into these Edomite elite banking families, man. I wonder if I could pull that picture up, man. Let me see if that picture gonna pop up. No, I don't know where the brothers got that picture from. I gotta find it. I'm gonna get it, but nevertheless, yeah, elite banking families, man. This look like the Rothschilds. All right. Um, you know how the internet be working sometimes. Just might pop up. All right, it ain't pop up. But y'all know. Let me see. No, it ain't gonna pop up if I type in the wicked. I can't get it right now. Wicked elite. Look, wicked elite. Some damn little Edomite cheerleaders. That's crazy. This shit fluky. But anyway, yeah, we know that the wicked is these elite banking families who run the world, man. And they in cahoots with Satan. He got the power, he gave it to them. Satan got the power, he gave it to them. Who told Satan to give them the power? The Most High did. All right, Yahweh Shai was Isaac in the regeneration. He blessed Esau with the fat of the earth and with the sword and gave him the dew of heaven. And this nigga looking up at the chariots, he know what them chariots is. He got the dew of heaven. The Wright brothers was the first people like flying, like they know what's going on, man. Yo, all right, that's the book of Second Thessalonians, chapter 2 and verse 1. Now we beseech you, brethren, by the coming of our Lord Yahweh Shah Hamashiach, and by our gathering together unto him. See, he's talking about Yahweh Shah coming in the chariots and us being gathered unto him in the chariots. All right, that it say that ye be not soon shaken in man or troubled, neither by spirit nor by word nor by letter from us, as that the day of Hamashiach is in hand. Yeah, man. So, you know what I'm saying? We not gonna move or be shaken by what we see going on in the world today. Just like Yahweh Shah told us about the wars and rumors of wars. All right, Paul is telling the church in Thessalonica, don't be soon shaken because Yahweh Shah ain't coming yet. This stuff that's gotta happen before he can come. All right. Verse 3 says, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except that come may fallen away first, which was 70 AD when Titus and Vespasian, you know, they took the city down. We fell away from our heritage and were scattered into all nations. All right, they say, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. So that was 70 AD when the falling away came, and the man of sin being revealed, the son of perdition, is happening right now before your eyes. We exposing the so-called white man to be that man of sin. All right, he's that man of sin. Because why didn't it say, um, and that Satan be revealed? You know what I'm saying? The son on the left hand side, the top wicked angel, or something like that. No, because it's talking about Esau, the so-called white man, who was the man of sin, the Edomites, the wicked, the border of wickedness. All right, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showing himself that he is the Most High. All right. So let me jump down, man, to verse 8. It say, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord Yahweh shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Yeah, man, that's the chariots, the brightness of the chariots. Isaiah 66 say, verse 15, behold, he cometh with fire, and his chariot is like a whirlwind, to render his anger and fury with fire. You know, roughly paraphrasing. So it say the wicked, it's saying, then shall the wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming. Man, the Most High is going to obliterate these fighter jets, man, and these nations. It's going to be like a movie, man, straight up. War of the Worlds. All right, and it's the point right here, verse 9. Even him who is coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonders. Right, that's them signs and lying wonders. That's going into what? First and foremost, that chip, that RFID MOTB, Charagma. All right, that's the main thing that the so-called white man is using with the power of Satan, his satanic power, that chip. They're gonna put it in you, and they really want to just basically link your soul to the cloud, to the iCloud, to the internet. They want to link your soul to the internet, but they're gonna tell you like paraplegics can walk and blind people can see, and people gonna be taking that chip because niggas want to walk again. All right, and blind people want to see. And niggas who ain't got like broke arms and limbs, they gonna want to use their hands, so they gonna want to take that chip, man. All right, but it's also talking about what I was saying earlier about how they got spent trillions of dollars on the Project Bluebeam and all type of lying wonders to trick you and to deceive you. They gonna have there's a strong probability, a very high chance that they're gonna stage a fake so-called alien invasion, or they're going to stage a fake coming of Hamashiach. It could be a big fake black Jesus, or they could have a fake chariot with a black man on it, or they could have Cesare Borgia on it to deceive the masses. Ain't no telling, man. This nigga dealing with Satan. We dealing with the so-called white man, and he dealing with Satan. You can't put nothing past these people. even him who is coming is after the working of Satan with all power and signs and lying wonder, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth that they might be saved. So yeah, man, this nigga is coming with all deceivableness. You know what I'm saying? All power and all deceivableness is what the so-called white man is coming with. And the Most High gave him that power to do that because, you know, 2/3 of the people in these other nations, they got to be duped into not believing, man. They have been blinded by the power of this world. You know what I'm saying? But you see the elect, you know, hopefully I'm a part of that number. We know what's going on, man. It's the book of Second Corinthians, chapter 2 and verse 11. It say, "Least Satan should get an advantage over us, for we are not ignorant of his devices." Yeah, man. So we know what's going on. We know that he can do damn near anything. You know what I'm saying? Just about. Because we know that Esau, he a carnal person and he doing everything through carnal means, but he is getting his power from the spiritual demon Satan on the left hand side of the Most High. All right, because it's a plan, it's a master plan, and it's getting climactic, and we almost at the end, and it's finna get real galactical around here. All right, and what else I had on here? Yeah, and last but not least, man, another lit piece of information, man, with the U.S. Space Force, the Guardian's budget. All right, U.S. Space Force. Then they're gonna put an ad right here, talking about apply now. Anybody who clicks on this ad and applies is going to be smoked, according to the Book of Second Esdras. What did it say? All them people, you know, they durst fight, even though they were scared to fight. They durst fight. The Most High put the spirit on them to fight. It was an innumerable multitude, and nothing was to be perceived but dust and smell of smoke. So yeah, man, the U.S. Space Force, they gonna fight against the chariots, and the Most High gonna smoke them. Whoever this little lady is right here in the footage, in the little video, the little picture. All right, man. Say interest in the Space Force. It say interested in the Space Force. Apply for space apply for space jobs now and become a guardian. Visit our website. Visit our official website and apply for Space Force careers today. Um, yeah, man, they trying to get you to sign up. You might as well take the mark of the beast. You might as well take the woo out the bam. All right, let's say the Space Force has requested $17.4 billion for 2022, a 13.1% increase in funding compared to 2021. So, like I said at the beginning of the video, man, Esau, the so-called white man, is spending billions and trillions of dollars to combat the truth. You know, to cover up the truth and cover it up with lies and propaganda and fake news and weaponry to fight against the Most High. You know, it's going to be a war in heaven. You know, why not? Why not touch on that right fast? What was that? Revelation, I believe it was chapter 5 and verse 7. I might have had it wrong. Let me see. Um, what was that at, man? Yeah, Salakia, man. I lost the place. It was 12 and 7. All right, let's say, and there was war in heaven. Yeah, that's talking about the first heaven down here, the one that we can see, the blue one with the white clouds. And there was war in heaven. Michael and his angels, and if you don't know who Michael is, he's the prince who fights for the children of the Most High, the Israelites. All right, he's like our you know, he's you ever heard that song in church? I'm a soldier in the army of the Lord. Well, he's the top soldier in the army of the Lord, man. You know, underneath Yahweh Shah. It say Michael and his angels fought against the dragon, which is Esau, the so-called white man, and the dragon fought and his angels. Yeah, that's this lady who I said gonna get smoked. Where she go? The Guardians now. Yeah, the dragon fought and his angels. It's gonna be these people. You know what I'm saying? The Guardians, the U.S. Space Force. Look, and this is these is the people. Man, I'm finna end this video. These are the people who gonna fight against the chariots. All right. So, yeah, man. I hope this video was edifying, man, to the hopeful elect. And until the next time, man, I'm gonna bid y'all shalom, man.